G'day guys, my name's Josh, you can call me JaWoodle, and welcome back to The Walking Dead in 7 Days to Die. Today is the day, oh Jesus, the thunderstorm rages above me. Apparently it's always raining in this neck of the woods, but I've laced up my hoof coverings and I'm ready to head back from whence I came, all the way down, back to the desert, back to my prison base down there. It's not that far away, I should be able to make it relatively easily. Assuming I can make it out of the wasteland, and the ominous thunderclaps doesn't make me feel good about that. But I need to get back there because tomorrow night is the next Blood Moon Horde. I've got all the valuable things I possibly can out of most of my boxes. A couple of things get left behind. That's all fine and good. I want to actually take you guys with me, and a couple of extra first aid things wouldn't be a bad shout either. Anything I can use back home will come with me now. Take that. Someone's getting rowdy downstairs. Oh, that's either a big water balloon or it's a ScoMo. We don't really have any intention on finding out though. Grab all of that soon. Nothing in you, nothing anywhere else. There is the morning chime. Alright, let's get out of here. I have had my fill of the wasteland for now. My bike was down on this side, wasn't it? Down to there, and then away we're gonna go. So a little scout around. I did load up my motorcycle with all the things I want to take with me, and annoyingly, I had $1,500 dues worth of paper cash just lounging about in one of my chests. Oh, that's a big bet. Should have taken that with me yesterday. I want to go see Trader Potato, but whatever. We're heading out of town. We're going back home. I think my best chance of getting out of the wasteland without running over a landmine is that little gap there. That's the shortest distance for me to straddle, so that's where I'm going to go. But I've just been having a time lately. I've been having an awful time with the whole like voice breaking puberty thing. I turned 30 the other week, and then suddenly my body's decided to actually drop me nads, and I'm squeakier than a stuffed Elmo toy. It just feels so much better being out of the wasteland, not having to like have your eyes peeled like a bloody hungry hawk looking at the ground for anything that's glowing red. You can just point your nose in the direction you want to go, pin the throttle and try and avoid the trees and not take after Georgie of the jungle. I'm just going to head down south though, down to that main highway I found last time. That would actually spit me out about there and cut off a pretty considerable chunk of travel. At least that's the dream. Once I figure out where like the routes go, where all like the arterials of the world go, I can find my way around a whole lot better until we find the gyrocopter. There's a big something hanging out over there. I don't have the space nor the time to raid you right now, but you have piqued my interests. That's something really big. It's like a big Italian villa. I'll keep that in mind for another day. As the weather starts to clear, I can almost see clearly now because I am wearing my glasses, which always bloody helps. Oh God, sorry Flops. Sorry Flops, I thought you were just a pebble, but you were sheltering around for the big bad WOODLE coming through. Alright, that one was a bit more deliberate. I'm just running over everyone these days. There's that big city that I thought took me out to the winter biome. Well, it took me out to the border of it, but not into it. I didn't get that cold that quickly, but it has spat me out right down next to the other Trader Rex. That's a good little shortcut. That's a really good little shortcut just down there. I went the long way the first time, but that'll work. Oh, there's a Derpo over there. Oh, and it's still, I mean, it's bloody gorgeous. Look how pretty this game is. It's annoyingly pretty. The zombie apocalypses take over the world, but the sunshine still give you that warm, fuzzy feeling. It's just so good. But I'll head out. I'll see if I can grab that Derpo on the way through. Derpos often give you some pretty good stuff, so it's worth a crack. Never know what you might find in it. I'm trying to follow the line in from my two markers, where I saw it and where I thought it dropped. If I find like that line, I can just follow it all the way along and should hopefully at some point see the big orange plume kick up over the tree line. Anything? Anything at all? It's a pretty thicket of trees. Oh, he went for the cuddle, but I sped on by. Look, I'm too quick for cuddling. Too quick to deserve cuddling too. That's beside the point. There it is. There it is. Much closer than I actually thought it was. I'll grab you, and actually while I'm in the middle of town, there's a couple of vending machines around that I would like to go and have a bit of a squiz at. Potentially finding small sugar butts would be a great idea. Oh, there you are right there. Right next to the ammo. The bloody plume cut off well too early. Come on, loot and specs on. What have you got? Melee mods and another first aid kit. Open you. Barbed wire, worthless, but I'll hold on to you. If I do find a decent bat, I can chuck you in and make some dollary doos off you. A chlamydia mod and a bunker buster mod. That's actually the one mod that I was missing. Like the one resource mod I was missing. Fucking lovely. Give me that. You can take that one out, chuck you in, and I guess just... No, you've already got one. You've got an open spot. Chuck you in. Oh, because it's got the blade tip mod. Okay, that's fine. You're full. I guess I'll chuck you into that one. If I can find a way to put you into a mod when I get back home and make some money off you, I will. But in the meantime, that'll work nicely. Before we leave, make sure we get rid of those derpo markers so I get confused by them later on. Doesn't take much to get me confused, so try and avoid it wherever we can. And let's have a little look-see around to see if there's any big purple chunks of glory. Oh. Oh! Was that me or did you just clobber that flops? It was probably me, and I'm going to blame you anyway. You will soon find those purpley vending machines around the place. It's a big town, surely there's a couple. There's one just there. It's next to the Cracker Book, which normally would be very tempting, but I'm only in the Pine Forest, so it's significantly less tempting than you might think. And it's a broken one, so never bloody mind. I'll carry on my journey. It's almost 7 AM. I do have to get home, but a little detour just for a cheeky snack. That's fine. Surely that's fine. Jeez Louise, apparently every vendor I go to is bloody broken. This is just the town of broken vendors. There's nothing else. Alright, fine. Be that way then. Oh, I'll give you one more chance to redeem yourself because there's one just here. That's working. See, you start talking shit and the game tries to prove that it's not actually like that. Take all of those. Oh, didn't quite kill ya. Sit up for me so I can go for round 2. That would be mind-blowing if I could make it to round 2, wouldn't it? I'm impressed with myself. Alright, that's about enough fun for one day, I think. I'm just going to cut the corner and just point directly towards my house, the prison pier, all the way back down to the desert, and just ride straight for it. If I find, like, the northern end... This is it's the northern end of the desert town. I can work my way down and figure out what else is around that might tickle my fancy a little bit. Potentially, like, another, like, one of those big villas. Oh, this is a nice straight road. This is, like... Alpha 16 road spec. One of those like really long straight roads were in Alpha 16. That was always a good time. But yeah, if I could find like another Italian villa or something like that closer to home, that'd be wonderful. Because that'd be in the desert as well. So even better loot again. This is the northern end of the town. There's not really much. Oh God! Ow! Wow! Alright, the magpies have gone to a whole new level. That wasn't a swoop, that was a fucking kamikaze dive. He just binned it right into my nose and gave me a staggering. That was heckin' fucking rude. Imagine doing that, the big squawker coming out of nowhere and bonking you in the schnoz. Well, okay, thank God I was driving so I could just close my eyes and keep driving straight forward and get away from the blighter, but good God. That, I thought, when he was that low, I was like, what an idiot. I've got gigantic spikes on the front of this thing. Surely I'll skewer you up like a shish kebab chicken. But nah, apparently not. He did the same thing to my face. It's not even 8:30 yet. We've made really good time on it, actually. We've made it home in less than 4 hours. I'm pretty impressed with. Speaking of impressive things, whip on straight into my wonderful garage. Thank you very much. And just dump all that shit into them. Get all of you. And do the same thing again. I can just go through there and get all the things I need. But the first thing I need to do, grab those and also grab the rest that I have back up here, is start cranking out that AP ammo as quickly as possible. Got all of the ingredients for it. I just need it to happen for me. Whip on the XP gogs for faster crafting. AP 762. Only 355? That is not nearly as many as I thought. I'm gonna have to go and dig up a whole bunch of gunpowder there because I need more than that. I've been neglecting to buy AP ammo because I was like, oh, it's only 100 rounds here and 100 rounds there. And admittedly, that still costs like $1,000. I could have bought all of those and wound up with more ammo than I'm gonna have now. That definitely changes a couple of my ideas. Let's put you into there. You guys can go back away. I guess that's decided what my plan is for today. I guess we're going mining. Arlene's gotten a little cranky with me, but that's okay. She can't get to me. If I'm over here, the zombies can't get to me at all. There is no way for them to reach me here. This would be like a nice little fallback point if I really need it. That's fine. You can break that wall to your heart's content. I don't need it either. It is also trader restock day today, so I do need to go out there and see what he's got to offer me. But first, remember that whole endeavor I was going through the last couple of days to make myself a workbench? Well, I've come home and I've got one ready and waiting for me. So what do I need for the suppressor? Silencer, forged steel, polymers, oil, mechanical parts. Gotcha, no whackers. Oil, mechanical parts are there. And what's the other one? Scrap polymers, easy as. Grab you. You are currently making ammo, but I'm going to have to quickly just stop you right there. Make me 2 silencers. Yeah, that'll be fine. And quickly make the rest of the AP ammo. Just like, I wish you could like click and drag and reorder your crafting stuff. Alas, you can't, but it'll be a nice thing to think about for the future. Who's groaning? Is there someone here, or you're all just coming down the hallway? Come on. Fast game's good game. Get over there where I can kill ya. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. Interesting. So, it's what, too far for you to come around to here? What if I get your attention like that? Will you ignore that and go back the way you're supposed to? No. Like, that doesn't... Well, you are, though. Arlene's made the long trek around. You just decided not to be as vigilant as Arlene was. Bloody Tobey Maguire over there is getting lazy. But if you break the force field, it doesn't actually matter to me at all. It doesn't really change anything. That's sort of the imperative part of the infrastructure. As long as I... What just happened to you? Did you climb to the top of the building and just jump off the balcony? I mean, look, I get you're a little upset that you have to walk down the catwalk here, but that's being a little bit dramatic. Got a bit of a cluster going on down below me. You can't get up onto this ladder. Ooh, so things aren't going quite how I expected them to. They're all down there rather than being out here. And I don't especially know why. Are you guys like thinking that maybe you could like tunnel your way up through the walls or something? Maybe your best route's not to try and break through that wall, but just like break down that one, then that one, build yourself your own stairs. Structural engineer zombies back and out again. Who else is around? Who else is down here? Yeah, this isn't just like a once-off. There is definitely a couple. They haven't come through the force fields on the sides. They've walked through this gap here. Still not quite how I thought it would be. I might need to like fill in these gaps here then to make sure they're not getting through. Because yeah, they're focusing on this side, not that one. It must have been a hole there that's like a weakness for them. That's fine. We'll only take a second, whack you in, all the way up to concrete. And while I'm at it actually, I might fill in you guys too. You just never know what random little crack in the wall the zombie's going to decide is a better option than the one you very clearly laid out for them. Maybe because I know it's going to be a trap and they're avoiding it at all costs, but even so, fill in all of that. Alright, I think we're all fine. You need to... I was going to say you need to die. You died nice and easily. I appreciate your dedication to the cause. Chuck you back into there. You back into there. Take you back again. I do actually need my auger and my repair kits, and also some gas. Grab that one, and Rockbusters candy. Grab some coffee as well for good measure. Are you done now? Yes, you are. Take both of you. Whack you onto this one. Finally got the suppressor after all this time. Change it over for a suppressor rather than the barrel extender. I suppose if I'm using you, I am panicking, and it's probably already too late to worry about how much noise I'm making. How do you look? How do you look? You look awful. You've got a bloody soda can on the end of your barrel. You look considerably better. I just love the look of that though. I love how it looks. I might keep it just for the aesthetics. There's a derpo coming in behind the silos. Where's it gonna drop? Directly behind the silos. Alright, fair enough then. I'm actually heading out there in a moment. Why don't we just do it now? Jump down to there, jump onto you, and start cracking on. Straight out the other side. I'll just go and catch the derpo and then straight out to the gunpowder mine. And actually... coal, yeah, okay, I've got the coal and lead one. I have to go out there anyway. All right, thank you very much. Just a little option to sweeten the deal on the way. I was heading there regardless. This is like a pit stop for a snack. It's gonna fall just outside the desert, which is a little upsetting because it means my loot stage is lower, but we'll just see what it gives me regardless. The last one was in the pine forest. That turned out relatively okay. Think you're in the right spot. Coming down right between us. Grab you. Is that pelican still following me? Yes, he is. He's very determined. You know what? Listen, I'll just... If only, like, the derpo falling on a zombie would kill it, you could, like, swat a pelican out of the sky by getting a bloody box parachute onto its bill. Looting dog's on. What's in you? 54 shine and a little bit of first aid. Not fantastic, but you know what? I'll take it. Here's my hole. I'll quickly just... Ooh, do I need you... I might need you to be a bit higher, actually, don't I? It's kind of weird because of the way the terrain works. Like, these blocks are sinking less than a full block into the deck. I'm also still not entirely sure that this whole method does work. The last screen that showed up when I went digging just kind of ignored all of this and jumped down the hole. Maybe if it's slightly taller like that, it might leave me alone for a little longer. Get this tree out of the way so we can see what's going on. And actually, I haven't tested out my new silencer yet, so... Was that nice and quiet? I mean, you guys aren't coming over this way. You were very close, so... Oh, missed you. There you are, and wait for it. That one too. Are we all good? Ooh, we are all good. Suppressor was a really good get. This is why I was so excited about it. It's such a good thing. It's 10 past 1, so we're making pretty good time. I'll drink both the coffees actually, because I am pretty thirsty, and it is going to give me the coffee buzz. I don't have the book that gives me an extra ore buff, an extra ore boost while I'm buzzed on coffee, so it's just going to have to be the Rockbuster's goodness coursing through my veins. Let's get cracking on. I need lots of coal, I need lots of nitrate. I'll spend like 5 minutes down here digging up the coal, then go to the nitrate mine. Yeah, is that gonna be enough for it? I mean, that'll be all the gunpowder I need. The bullet tips and the casings are significantly easier to get. That's much less of a problem. It's just the fizzly stuff that I'm after. I'm still really hoping that somehow on the way here, I stumble across a nitrate vein inside the coal vein. This is just be an honest to goodness bullet mine. I got lead, I got nitrate, and I got coal. Gunpowder and slugs all coming out of the same ditch in the dirt. But if I find it in here, I don't have to scamper across the ground to the other mine and waste a bunch of my time and lose all that peak efficiency that I'm so clearly always so obsessed with. So if I can find it here, that would be great. I'm not particularly hopeful of that right now. I've been following this vein of coal as far as I possibly can. Rather than like digging out like a chasm, like a big room, I'm just picking a direction and digging as far as I can hopefully go to try and find that nitrate vein at the end. But the coal vein's just going forever and ever and ever. Almost at 6,000 coal already. Only a couple minutes into my Rockbusters candy as well. So that Motherload perk I bought is actually paying dividends. We'll just keep pushing. Just keep pushing till we can't push anymore. Because like, look how far we've come already. I've been going for ages. My Rockbusters has ticked down to 5, so it's time for me to go. What have I got? I've got just, what, 8,500 coal. That's a pretty good effort. I'll round it out to, come on, break the last block, please. There you go. 8,500. All right, that'll work for me. Can I get out of the bloody hole now, please? Need to get to the other mine, toot sweet, and get all the other white stuff to go with it. Which is the way out, I wonder. There's my motorcycle icon up the top. Here it is. Okay. That was a bit of a maze down there, but we made it work. Let's go back to the nitrate mine. No screamers either. All right, unless you're really like digging up iron, screamers are relatively rare. They only seem to focus on that stuff, and just rock things, that's usually fine. There's the hole just in front of me. I haven't ringed it out with any frames, which is dumb of me, but whatever. Repair you and get down. Don't have time to ring it out now either. We're just gonna have to deal with it as it comes. Okay, nitrate. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. I've almost split that pretty well down the guts. I don't think I'm gonna get it quite the same though. Oh no, I was wrong about that, wasn't I? Like, I used to think that nitrate didn't gather at the same rate that other resources did. It was slower than all the rest of them. But I think I then disproved that later on, so I think it's fine. We should end up with basically a perfect match for both. We're into the last 10 seconds of our Rockbusters candy, and we're still 2,000 nitrate short of matching it up to how much coal I got. Get rid of that little nubbin there, and that'll do me. That'll do me. So I got what? Yeah, it's 6,700 compared to 8,500. That, wait, hang on. Wait. Yeah, no, again, there's a 2 there, Josh. That's fine. My brain's got to shut down there for a second, but no, it's all good. So yeah, we're a good, like, 2,000 nitrate short, which sucks, but just is what it is, I suppose. Let's get up and out of here if I can. No, for goodness sake, get up and out. There we are. All right, I was down there so long, the rain has now cleared again. It's weirdly quiet. There's no zombies at all. Like, I was being thankful that there's no screamers, but there's no other zombies either, which is making me a little bit uneasy. It's the whole, like, it's quiet, too quiet thing in every sense of the word, but whatever. We'll try and put it behind us and just chuck on the gunpowder on the craft. There's some things I want to do to upgrade the Horde base today, so I can get that going, but only after I have you cracking on. 6,000 gunpowder. It's going to take 100 minutes of fuel, which is pretty pricey, but definitely well worth it. Wait, hold on a second. It doesn't have a little lock next to the stack of gunpowder. Why doesn't it? I can make stacks of gunpowder, but you take longer? Wait, what? Why do you take longer? And not just a little bit longer either, like double the time. So, but to give me 8,000 gunpowder instead of 6,000. I mean, I gotta do it, right? It's just by put all of my fuel in, because you need 216 minutes. That's bloody stonking massive. Mix you. That's what, 220. You're basically on the dot. Have another one. That's a lot of wood getting burned for it. And actually, hang on. You, make me 6 of you, because if I forget about that and come back to it, I'll lose extras, because there's only 6 slots for it to craft into. So what I need, it's already 6 p.m. What I need is forged iron and electrical parts. Was it forged iron that does it? I'm pretty sure it was anyway. For electric fence posts. I need about 20 of you. Gonna take 15 minutes. I'll stop you for the moment and craft you afterwards. There we are. It might even be time. It might have been time for a second workbench. I've got a dedicated ammo forge, so having a dedicated ammo workbench probably isn't a bad shout. Speaking of forges though, you're gonna need only 3 minutes. Because we use, see what I mean? It uses the iron so much faster. 3 minutes. And a little bit extra. There you go. Craft that along. Because I do need that steel to go and upgrade the bottom of my bucket. But I can do that tomorrow. You can go away and you can go away and you can go away. Because what I want to do with the electric fences, I have like my lattice going along, which worked in a pinch, but there were definitely some flaws. Like if I shoot a cop in the face and he doesn't die as they... sorry, as they tend not to these days, then it explodes and breaks all my electric fences. So instead of that, I'm gonna run a whole network of electric fences from the sides. The reach of it should be able to go from like this side to the other side, not quite to the walls, but straight across like that, and have a whole bunch of hurdles all the way along, so that if a cop does explode, it might break the lattice ones, but it's not gonna break the ones all the way over here. I know I explained that terribly, but you're just gonna have to trust me that I think I know what I'm doing. I probably don't, but we'll see how it turns out. Chuck you down to them. What I first need to do though, is just figure out where exactly I'm going to be placing these electric fences. So give me those. How far is the reach of an electric fence? I'm kind of thinking doing it like along the lines of the fence here. Because it's far enough away to be out of the line of sight of either like cop vomits or cop explosions or errant kind of mishaps. So if I'm going to go from this side, from that one, oh, I see ya. I see ya. And I have a brand new suppressed rifle to sit you down. Can't kind of see the outline of the suppressor through the scope, but that's okay. And I run this electric fence straight through here. How far is it gonna reach? I have to do it directly on with all that stuff, so right about here somewhere, all the way up to the fence. Can that reach from you to you? It's a long way. Keep the cable black. No, keep it black, please. All the way to that one. Nope, doesn't reach. Okay, that's why we test some things before we start building some things. Pick it up, move it all in one block, and try again. There's a dingo coming to investigate what I'm up to. G'day, dingo dude. I'll just put you down, and I'm in the middle of something, so I can't really go and harvest you up just yet. Pick you up and put the next one down to them. So I've moved in an accumulative 4 blocks now, which should... ooh, almost work. Come on, you're so close. You're so close. You want to. You know you want to. Still nah. Still bloody nah, mate. Alright, fine. We'll go one more in again. Turns out the reach on these things isn't quite what I was hoping. There we go. Okay, so I'm 4 blocks off the fence. 1, 2, 3. It's on the 4th one. Done. Okay, I can do that. I'll chuck you down as a marker. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's that one. Then pick up the other one and do the same. Now, I do want to build like a bit of a catwalk out there. So if I do need to go and repair them in the middle of the night, I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we're sweet. It's not quite as far away as I was hoping it would be, but it just is what it is, I suppose. Can't do much about it. Oh, man. I don't know, maybe like a demolisher or a very angry cop might reach out and touch it a bit, but I think it'll be okay. For a second, I was confused if I turned off my power or not. Turns out I have. We're all good. Harvest you up and get cracking on. I think what I would like, because that's where the line's going to run along there. So that's where the electric fences are. There'll be a block on the back of that I can go through and do all my repairs. And actually, I could even put a block on the front to protect it from errant cop vomit, but also to keep me protected while I'm running up and down repairing things. And I think I want that to kind of be connected to this bit here. So from there, I've got these open sides already. Out of there and then up this side. That would work out pretty okay, I think. Wait for it. Just like that, the suppressed rifle is doing wonders, and I'm loving every trigger pull. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I have to go out though and quickly dig a big channel to support all of this. I only really needed to go up to about there, I suppose. You've got those ones, but from here, that's gonna mean that if I've got the first 2 blocks of like that little that bridge there, so still get electrocuted. If I get closer to that, it's into spear territory anyway. So I'll leave that behind. Let's just start digging out some foundations and getting it all prepped up. I was gonna leave this fence here, but I don't think I should. Given my like recent endeavors in accidentally giving zombies pathways to get up to me, I don't think I want to take any chances anymore and just assume it's gonna be okay. So quickly pop open all of these and we'll go from like there as well. And let's get rid of this whole chain link fencing. Oh, hello everybody. Is this is a fair few zombies actually. This might be a bit of a cheeky wandering horde, or everyone's just getting very upset by me breaking down the heritage facade of the prison. Nah, it's too many. Oh yeah, it's definitely a horde. I no longer have a gun loud enough to get all your attention, but it will mean, which is about to be nighttime as well, if there is any coppers or anything trundling about too, which there's not, which is lovely for me. I could have taken easy work of them, but instead, just a bit of hard yakka, getting them out and doing it the old-fashioned way, with a spear. There's still a fair few of them wandering about right outside my walls, or don't even call it a wall anymore, because there's just very big doorways letting all the zombies in. Look, wouldn't even keep a bloody breeze out at this point. I can pick you back up though. But that little intrusion has cost me a fair whack of time. So I need to go through and dig up the other side. I've got the foundations all done that side. They're too deep. In fact, I've immediately forgotten as well. I was supposed to be breaking down all of the metal stuff. I do all of the chain link. Get rid of you, let it collapse and do the other side. And make sure this is all good to go. There you are. Nice. Okay, so there's no way any zombie can find their way on top of my little electric fence barricade here. That just can't happen. Trench is all nice and dug. It is getting late though. It's 11 PM. At some point I need to cut my losses and accept that I can't just do everything forever. Go back inside and feed myself and wet myself and nope, don't do that just yet, and get ready for tomorrow. I've still got a few resources even on me. I'm running out of wood. I don't know why I can't talk today. I am running out of wood at a rather frightful rate, so going out and cutting down half a forest might be an option for me before too long. Get all this sorted out in here. As long as the first, like, lower rungs of this are nice and upgraded. So concrete isn't so important. Although, weirdly, concrete is my most bountiful resource right now. It's easier for me to make concrete than anything else. Just a shame that I have to do everything else before it. We'll do the same thing here as we did on the other side as well and quickly break all of you down. I know I could dig out like the ground underneath it and that would collapse it as well, but I have to replace all the ground and I just can't really bother doing that. Plus I want the extra iron if I can. I've left the first 2 in place. I've gone up to that one. Because yeah, it's still okay, just like the sides and the bottom. Doesn't take too long. I've got good enough tools to make short work of it anyway. I'm pretty happy with that, you know. I can put the path out that way, turn right at that fence, sorry, turn left at that fence there, and go out yonder. I could even maybe run the electric fences 1 block further in, so like that's the support for the pathway, and electric fences are attached to it rather than having the pathway at the back of it. That kind of makes more sense in my head. It will mean there's more of an overhang out to protect the electric fences though. No. I think I measured all out to be to there. It's the maximum width of electric fences. I'll turn the electric fences along there and put a pathway just behind it. Get that up. So good. I was really nervous about how this base had come together because I stand by that rifles and spears are horrendous Horde night weapons. But what I've got going on now with electric fences and a good weapon, it's actually not so bad. Squishy heads help a lot, but I'm okay with this. So that's still, I was coming over to check the chemistry station, be like, oh, a couple of them should have crafted by now. I'll go and grab them, but that's still working away on just you. So is that, I might have binned that, you know? So does that mean that it's going to take a full 140 minutes to get all set? It does it all at once? That sucks, surely not. A compost gunpowder uses items to open and unpack it. Yeah, I get that, but you're not gonna go like craft like 1 at a time because you only take 27 minutes. Maybe it's still too early. Maybe it's still too early for the first one to be done and it's not too far away, but if that's the case, I'm just gonna craft all 6 at one time, I'm cooked. It means that all of the AP ammo I'm ever gonna get is the stuff I've already crafted. Shit shot, and still a shit shot. I give up. I give up. I'll let you walk all the way around. I'll stab you in the face. I'm a little bit worried about that now, though. I've made a whole bunch of sand in my cement mixes the other day before I left. So I now have, what, 5,000 sand, 6,000 stone, and all... I'm actually now lacking in cement powder, which is interesting. I haven't had that happen for a while. So we make 3,000. You can make me 1,500. You can make the other 1,500. Old mate's finally made it all the way around to the wall, so... Catch you later. Stand up. Stand up. Nice. Good. Okay, so that's crafting away, which means tomorrow... What I need to be focusing on is going out and upgrading the bottom of my bucket so it's all nice and steel and protected. I've got my electric fences now. You're now back to crafting AP ammo, which is lovely dovely. I get the bucket all steelified, fix up all my electric fences on the outside. That's probably most of the day. I might have time there to quickly run over to Trader Potato and see what he's offering to sell. Do I have anything to sell, really? Like, I've got some good gubs around the place, but, like, I need to wait till I get some mods stacked into the tier 6 stuff. I'm still upset about this, though. I'm still upset about a tier 6 steel pickaxe being noticeably worse than my tier 5. It always makes me sad. It's over unusual, but it still makes me sad. This is still very much concerning me. I can't stop it now either, because I would have wasted, like, half of the crafting time on it. Admittedly, like, I stack a gunpowder, that's 27 minutes, which is half of a day. Which is why that's actually... So what's that? That's like... That's 2 days. 2 days and a bit worth of burning time still to go. Jeez, I really hope I make it through the next Horde night then, because otherwise that's all for moots. Nothing else left in you though. I'm actually going to pick you up and move you because you've been annoying me for a while. You're right in the one position that's going to stop me from being able to move around you. Grab that one and just chuck you like there, I suppose. Nice and happily. Okay, so I have to leave this episode here. When I come back tomorrow, I've got so many things to do. I really got to get things cracking on because it is... Alright, catch you later. It is Horde night. Things have to be perfect. Or else the zombies are gonna wreck me. But I'm gonna have to come back and hopefully not get wrecked in the next episode because this episode is done. So thank you guys for watching. Most of all, thank you to the patrons of the Patreon who made this episode possible. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button down below, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter. If I don't talk to you there first, I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.